The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
From Jack Casagrande Field, you are watching the HAN Network's coverage of the 2017 Girls Lacrosse Class L State Tournament. The number 2 Greenwich Cardinals and the number 11 Wilton Warriors, 2 of 4 FCIAC teams that will battle it out here this evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Renito standing alongside Kevin Coleman. Allison Gaskins is with us as well. And Kevin, let's start with the obvious point. 4 teams from one conference as the FCIAC continues their dominance in lacrosse.
Yeah, 4 teams left here in girls lacrosse, and we talked about it even during this week, how dominant FCIAC is in lacrosse on the girls' side, especially on the boys' side as well. This is such a strong conference here in the state of Connecticut, and again, these girls are proving why the FCIAC is the strongest here in CT.
2 teams that are very familiar with each other. They played to overtime earlier this year. Wilton, an 8-7 win. Last season, in the regular season, it was a 7-6 overtime win for the Greenwich Cardinals. Greenwich also got the best of the Warriors by 2 in the FCIAC quarterfinals. We caught up with both coaches before the game, Allison, and I mean, the clear message from both sides was that they are very excited to be here and truly believe now this is anyone's tournament.
Both teams are bringing a ton of energy into this game. Coach Copeland said that her Cardinals were best when they come out of the gate and set the tone. So they're definitely looking to attack early, maintain possession of the ball, and finish the shots, because they said that Paige Brown for Wilton is an outstanding goalie.
She had 15 saves in their quarterfinal win over Cheshire. For Greenwich, they have run a bit of an FCIAC gauntlet here, getting to the semifinals, taking down Fairfield, Ludlow, Staples, and now they face Wilton. You talk about getting started early on, Kevin. It's got to be Genevieve DeWinter up front.
It has to be Genevieve DeWinter. And how about that win against a very good Staples team, Frank? That's not an easy matchup to go up if you're Greenwich, so that's a big win for them to punch their ticket to the semifinals here. It's Genevieve DeWinter who has been so impressive all season long. Also, Romy Vellamure, she's one of the quarterbacks of this offense. She'll don the number 10 for the Greenwich Cardinals. She's the one that really gets the offense going. And again, like Allison mentioned, Paige Brown continuing to have a really strong season here, and one of the big reasons why Wilton is here in the semifinals.
And Allison, even if Greenwich can get out to an early lead, this is a Wilton program that has dealt with adversity all season long and enjoy the fact that they've been able to overcome.
They like to be the comeback kids, and it doesn't matter what game it is, who they're playing. They said they just got to show up. They've learned a lot from their 5 losses in the regular season, but they're ready to leave all of that behind them and show it out, show up here on the field today.
A bit of a disappointing showing in the FCIAC for the Warriors as they lost in the quarterfinals, but they have truly hit their stride in the state tournament. It'll be number 2 and number 11 in game number 1. Game number 2 will be number 4 Darien and number 8 New Canaan. We'll have all of it right here on the HAN Network.
Banking well is doing good. That's why, with the support of local community partners, Bankwell has launched the Bankwell Pet Adoption Project to boost awareness about the hundreds of animals in local shelters that need a home. And when you donate to the cause using the Bankwell self-service coin machines, we'll match your donation. For details, visit mybankwell.com/pleaseadoptme. Bank smart, bank local, bank well.
MrHandymanCT.com. Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCD.com. Back at Brian McMahon High School as we get set for the Class L semifinals in girls lacrosse. We talked a little bit about one of the key players for Greenwich. That's Genevieve DeWinter. On the other side, Allison mentioned Paige Brown in net for the Warriors. She has been phenomenal, the junior here in this state tournament, Kevin.
Yeah, and again, only a junior, so she gets to come back for another season here for the Wilton Warriors. And, for this Wilton team, it's, yes, I think getting out of the FCIAC with an early exit is frustrating. But how about the motivation to be able to get into this state tournament and have that motivating factor of, okay, FCIAC didn't work out for us. Now let's move on to states. Put that in the back of our minds. Now they move forward in the state tournament, and they punch themselves into the semifinals. Win or lose, I have to be so proud of this team and found the coaching staff just of, what they've overcome. And, they've had a lot of injuries this year, Frank. This is a team that has gone through a lot of adversity, but they've bounced back, and they've earned themselves a great spot here. And it's well-deserving to be here in semifinals for the Warriors.
When you talk about that FCIAC tournament, we saw Greenwich, who also had the first round exit when they fell against Ridgefield. That's a Ridgefield team that was tapped out relatively early in this tournament, losing to Staples. You had 7 FCIAC schools, Kevin, who were participating in this tournament, and now you've got 4 of them remaining here in the championship. It's 8 teams. 4 of them remaining here in the semifinals. It's incredible what this conference has done, and both coaches spoke to how impressive it really is, and just speaks volumes of what this league is doing.
I think the key word is impressive. You're right, Frank. It's just how great the coaching staffs are around the FCIAC, and we even heard even Coach Adamicki spoke about how each program's getting stronger and stronger by year, and it's really impressive what some of these schools are doing. Look at Staples, for example. Yes, they're not here in the semifinals, but this is a team that, again, I've preached that I think is going to be a great lacrosse program for years to come. And Wilton, too. This is, if you date back to, if you think lacrosse in Fairfield County, you think of Wilton. And this was a strong team in the late 90s, early 2000s. They've had a rough go of it here in the the new decade, but I think this is a Wilton program here that's starting to turn over a new leaf. I think they're starting to, that youth program is coming back with strong young players, and you're starting to see it develop here at the high school level.
Coach Copeland, very familiar with this Wilton program as well. She is a former Warrior from the class of 2005. Wilton, the 11th seed, comes in with a record of 13-6 this season. The Greenwich Cardinals sit at 16-3. The Cardinals are rocking the all-white. They will move from right to left in this first half. On the other side, you've got the navy blue over the powder blue look for the Warriors. And I know you are a huge fan of that combination.
The powder blue, not a bad look for the Wilton Warriors. Even some got the striped socks as well, looking sharp. And I've always been a fan of the Greenwich Cardinals uniforms. No matter what sport it is, I think they always have very sharp-looking, classy look. Wilton as well. These are 2 well-known lacrosse programs here in Fairfield County that dates back to when lacrosse really got going in Fairfield County here.
You were pumped about the striped socks the Warriors are rocking today, too.
Also, I was pumped about how Wilton entered Brian McMahon today. What an entrance. And I think, yes, I think some people get worried about being a little too hyped. I don't think so. I think this is a Wilton team that's so excited to be here after a first-round exit in the FCIAC tournament. They want to be here. They're blasting some 90s jams. You can't hate that. And that's, I think that shows that there's a lot of chemistry on this team. And I'm excited to see what this Wilton team does here against a very strong and very talented Greenwich Cardinal team.
I can hate a lot of things. Chumbawamba will never be one of them.
You and me both, my friend.
On the opening draw, it is going to be Sydney Brandt and Genevieve DeWinter. DeWinter, one of the best offensive powers in the state this year. The Cardinals are hoping to avenge that early season loss against the Warriors. The state semifinals are set. 4 FCIAC schools remain. 2 will play one more game. The others head home to pack up the lockers as DeWinter controls the opening draw, and we are underway here at Jack Casagrande Field.
And again, I think this venue is the best for lacrosse, Frank. We were here for FCIAC boys and boys lacrosse. It's just perfect for lacrosse here. They do such a great job.
It was a 50-50 ball early on, controlled by the Cardinals. Said it was an overtime game earlier this year. It was 8-7 in regulation. It was 2 of the last 3 of them 1-goal games. The regular season in 2016 was in overtime, and there was a 2-goal difference in last year's FCIAC quarterfinals. Wilton just 2 years removed from a state runner-up when they fell to Darien back in 2015. As a pass here, trying to find Villamure. Can't be controlled, in an offensive foul against the Cardinals, as now taking over is Rebecca Wistrake. As her pass is deflective and intercepted by DeWinter. She's got a step on net. Going to fire one off, and a big save made early on by Brown.
What an early statement there from Paige Brown. A great save on a very talented player in Genevieve DeWinter.
Resetting again, as off with this one is Zoe Lash. Lash trying to run through the ride of DeWinter across his midfield, circling back for help, and had it taken away by the check of Lufkin. Ground ball here as they scrum for this one, and now escaping with control is Sudano. That's the freshman. As she hands off, and working down the right side is Bonist.
Wilton's had a lot of help from underclassmen this year on this roster. So it's good to see the freshmen and sophomores on this roster really picking the slack up for some of the starters that went down with injuries throughout the year.
As Rebecca Wystreck, one of the senior captains, with an opportunity here, and the save made off the bucket of Lovelace.
That's where that helmet comes in handy there, Frank. Early on, 2 great saves by both keepers for both sides.
Sailor Juronic comes away with that one. The pass sailed over the head of O'Gorman. She's able to hunt it down momentarily. And then a stick up around the face of the junior.
Yeah, it's going to be on Kylie Santini. Stick was a little too high up.
As again, a high check, and O'Gorman will reset one more time. More space to work with this time around. So both goalies an early save, Kevin. We've seen Lovelace a couple of times this year. Only a sophomore is Sloan, but she has played beyond her years in between the pipes.
How about the young goalies for not only hockey, but lacrosse? You got Jessica Ware, who absolutely crushed it in girls hockey for the Greenwich Cardinals.
As the first shot on goal from O'Gorman gets past Brown's right foot, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals.
Maggie O'Gorman, the junior, has really stepped it up this year and doing a great job of finding some open space, rips one on net. And like she's done all year, is able to give Greenwich an early lead.
And we saw Greenwich back in the FCIAC quarterfinals. O'Gorman picked up 4 goals in that game. She had 4 goals earlier in the year when these two teams met. Junior has been very active offensively all season long, taking advantage many times when double teams find DeWinter.
And I think right here what you're looking at is the face-off X between, I think Genevieve DeWinter is such a strong face-off, right in the circle. This is where either Wilton's going to win or lose.
As the second draw of the afternoon is going to be controlled by the Warriors. Coming away with the win that time was Sophie Sudano. Spinning away from the front of the net here was Elizabeth Armstrong. Circles behind the cage and surveys her options, looking for help. Doesn't want to force anything this time, and she sends it outside. It's slowed down by Wistrike. Back to Sedano. And she looks to go to work. Dodging to her left, finds a lane there, but put it on the floor as she tumbles as well. Stepping in was Villamure to pick up the ground ball. She drew a foul as well, and it's right back to Greenwich with 21:05 remaining.
Excellent defensive play by Villamure. Right in front of the crease there. Saved a potential tying goal there, so now Greenwich is in transition.
Quickly up ahead with it is DeWinter. Pass to the left side and a shot on goal. That almost got by Brown after she made the initial save. Able to recover as Blows let one go from the slot.
A good look by Blows, and that ball was trickling towards the crease. Nice job by Paige Brown to secure that one. Make sure that ball doesn't go in.
Here is Armstrong with it. Down the right hash marks. Forced to the outside that time by Olivia Kahn. Armstrong behind the net as the Warriors can slow it down and go to work offensively. 1-0 Cardinals. The goal coming from Maggie O'Gorman, the junior, at the 3:05 mark of the first half. 2 25-minute halves. If that's not enough time, we will play sudden death 3-minute periods until a difference maker is scored. As along the right side now. Controlling again is Weistrek. Trying to sneak free of Lufkin, but she can't break loose. Here's Armstrong with it. Hitched one off as Weistrek goes towards the front of the cage. Another save made by Lovelace going down to a knee, and she stopped that one with the midsection.
Great look by Weistrek there. Even better save by Lovelace. Too early on. Great saves.
As we've got a foul called here. It's against the Cardinals, so right back the Warriors' way. We are 6 minutes in, Kevin. What have you seen from both sides so far that has impressed you or that is a little concerning?
Well, I don't think I'm that impressed early on. I think it's pretty sloppy. Just to say, I think both teams are really getting adjusted. It's June 6th, Frank, and it feels like we're in March right now, so I think a lot of these teams, while they've been through these type of weathers, starting off with a game like this when it's really cold can throw teams off. I think for Wilton, they're still trying to get possession like you're seeing here. They're really slowing the pace down. I like that. For Greenwich, I think I'd like to see them move more in transition. Both sides, look, both goalies are playing really well. That's what I've been impressed with. But so far, still early on, I think both sides, like I said, really trying to get adjusted to one another. You're going to see that, especially in girls lacrosse, when both teams are really trying to get adjusted and see what they can do and try and pick apart the defense.
As walled off to the outside and unable to get a shot off that time was Sudano. Talk about that March field. We have got overcast skies here in Norwalk. Temperatures in the mid-50s and the wind blowing towards the south end of the field, right around 12 miles per hour.
That's New England for you.
It is indeed June 6th as a pass out in front couldn't be controlled, and now picked up and going the opposite way is Jessica Ware. You want to talk about great young goalies. You remember Jessica Ware, the FCIAC champion from the hockey season. She was the tournament MVP, including that 2-0 shutout of Darien in the championship game.
I think this freshman is going to be a star here at Greenwich High School in the next couple of years here. She's already a standout in hockey. She's really been a nice key role player in the back and the defense there for the Greenwich Cardinals this season, coming up with some great plays back there, making some great stops. So again, this is a very talented athlete who I think is going to make some noise for the next couple of years at Greenwich High School.
Another shot from DeWinter that time, skipped wide on the right side of the net. Fahey backing up on the play, so the Cardinals maintain possession. Trying to dodge towards the front of the net and taking a stick up around the goggles that time was Lufkin.
Yeah, it's going to be on Sarah Hink.
As Lufkin now 5 yards into the end zone. Tough little free position. We'll see what she wants to do. Wisely slows it down. Comes to O'Gorman up top. Now Villamure. Pass out towards the front of the net. Shot on goal, and Blows was denied by Brown. Fahey takes a hard hit there. And standing her ground was Alexandra DeSanto.
Yeah, DeSanto even knew it too. How about the save by Paige Brown and a great look by Villamure inside the Blows. Great play.
Her third save of the game. Lovelace at the opposite end has 2. O'Gorman the only goal. Is now DeWinter trying to dodge. Can't go left the first time. Breaks free the second. Comes back to Villamure. She passes one inside again. Blows couldn't control the first one and denied again as Brown read her like a book.
Paige Brown putting on a performance early on here in this first half. What a save.
Now she's flushed out of the crease by Lufkin. Trying to escape and get it upfield, but the pass was too tall for its intended target. Ware comes in to collect the ground ball, draws the foul as the Cardinals turning up the pressure now with 10 minutes gone by in the first half.
I think Wilton right now needs to clean that up. At their side of the field, they need to make sure they have clean, crisp passes. Can't be turning the ball over and giving Greenwich opportunities like this.
As Blows had it taken away. Ground ball opportunity and controlling there for the Warriors was Zoe Lash. Villamure is facilitating right now from up high, and Blows continues to get open in front of the net. The Warriors have got to get someone on her, Kevin.
And again, Villamure, what she's been doing all season long, she's been the quarterback of the offense, finds the open seams. Two great passes in a row to Erica Blows and 2 phenomenal saves by Paige Brown.
Back up the other way come the Warriors. An opportunity to tie this game at 1, which is tough to believe when you think about the last 2 minutes of play.
It is, and just talk about these 2 goalies putting on a show early on. Wilton is still trying to find the back of the net.
Slowing it down up high is Sudano. Working to her right, trying to shake free of Ware, trying to get a shot off. Here she beats Lovelace through the 5-hole.
Sudano finally, we've been seeing her go that way a couple times early on. She finally gets that shot to go in. Finally, Wilton tallying one up here on the board.
And just like that, with 14:02 to go, we are tied at 1.
Again, you saw a great move inside. Sophie Sudano, what a great move. Moves to her right, gets by a defender. A great shot there by Sophie Sudano, and that's a move that Greenwich has to be careful about for the rest of the game.
So 1-1 with 14:02 to go. 50-50 ball off the draw control, and Sudano has it herself. Freshman, very active early on. Comes over to the right side with Bonas the junior. Trying to get around Juranic that time. Towards the front of the net, and Bonas now. Sorry, that was Armstrong who got loose from the X position. 2 unanswered, and the Warriors have their first lead of the afternoon.
Wilton Warriors right now are winning in the face-off circle, which is giving them a great opportunity on offense, and a great shot there by Armstrong. And how about Wilton here these last 2 minutes? Really dominated the Greenwich Cardinals.
So Sudano, a couple of draw controls, 2 good offensive possessions, and the Warriors now have the advantage with 13:38 to go in the half. As another draw control by Sudano. Good check there from O'Gorman, but it was called illegal. So the Warriors will retain possession and go back onto the attack.
How about Sudano here in the faceoff circle? Thought Genevieve DeWinter was dominant. Sudano right now doing a great job in the faceoff X.
Inside, and a shot here as Lovelace got enough of it as Carly Sullivan was looking for her first of the afternoon.
Boy, I tell you, Frank, that ball was very close. Going over that crease. Great job there by Lovelace. Make sure that ball didn't go over.
And crisp passing coming up the field from the Cardinals as they are able to complete the clear. It started with Olivia Kahn, got all the way to Genevieve DeWinter, and now Villamure comes over to O'Gorman. who's 15 yards out, just below the numbers. Gorman got around one defender, tried to send it over to DeWinter, but it couldn't be controlled. The check was ruled high around the face, and so it's going back to Wilton. Another empty possession here from Greenwich.
Nice defensive play there by Emery Goodwin. Early on, it was Greenwich that was really doing a nice job of getting through this Wilton defense, but the Wilton defense so far, these last 3 minutes or so, have really picked it up.
Sudano showing off the speed there. Comes across for Sullivan. Sent back to Weistrick and over to Brandt as the seniors play catch at the top of the box. A very loose man up high as the Cardinals trying to avoid putting their defenders into bad situations right now, but Weistrick buys some time and space. The shot got deflected, never made it to the net. And the ground ball controlled now on the left wing by Margaret Smith.
What a great look by Wistrick there. You know, you think if she got that on frame, that's a good chance that's going in. Greenwich right now has to be happy that got deflected.
Brandt got free for a second. Pass over to the short side, and controlling there at the top of your screen is Bonist. Trying to get around Jessica Ware, nowhere to go, and it's passed along to Armstrong. Armstrong can't circle around the left side, cut off by O'Gorman. Comes up to Wistrek, to Brandt, and now Sedano. Sedano with it, has the one-on-one matchup. Warriors reset offensively. Everyone getting a touch as they work it around the outside.
And I like this right now. Wilton really slowing the pace down, making sure everyone's getting a touch, making that Greenwich defense work. In the hopes of maybe something opens up in front of the net.
10 minutes to go in the first half. Armstrong behind the net. Looking for someone to shake free. No one open yet. And she goes to the outside with Wistrike.
Greenwich defense holding out strong right now.
The Warriors stuck to the outside. Trying to break free momentarily was Brandt, but she had Ware all over her, crossing through the front of the cage. There is Bonist. Top for Sullivan, Sudano, Brandt, and Wistrike. Behind the cage, and now it's Smith. Was on the ground momentarily, but the Warriors collect one more time.
And if I'm Wilton right now, don't force anything. You're killing a lot of clock and making this Greenwich defense tired right now.
Oh, how about the spin from Sudano? The shot on cage, another save made by Lovelace.
Great save by Lovelace. How about the move? Great move inside by Sedano. And good job by Sedano to have the awareness to get that ball back after the deflection off Lovelace.
Cardinals not forcing the issue as the Warriors able to maintain possession to the perimeter of the offensive zone. Smith showed like she was going to dodge towards the front of the cage, retreats and goes to Armstrong at X. Comes up high, and Brandt has it now. Poke free at both defenders. Cardinal fans applauding the defensive effort here with 8 minutes to go. A 4-minute possession that Wilton is working on at the moment. They've gotten one shot on cage. The save was made by Lovelace on the Sedano attempt. Armstrong and Sedano are the goal scorers for the Warriors, as the freshman controls at the moment. She's isolated again, goes to that spin one more time and finishes on the right side.
What a pretty move by Sophie Sudano. It's been her half here. Great in the face-off action. She's scoring goals. Getting her second here in the first half.
It comes with 7:37 remaining. And now a 2-goal Warrior lead as they have scored 3 unanswered. But you could see that as patient as the Warriors were on that possession, when Sedano found herself isolated through the rotation, she went to capitalize immediately.
And I think if you're Greenwich, you don't want to double team because you're going to leave someone wide open like that. So, it's what a great move inside. Good spin move by Sudano. You have to give Greenwich a lot of credit. They stood tall during that offensive run there by Wilton. Really staying patient, not getting too tired. And again, Wilton right now dominating the face-off circle. So going into halftime, it's something that Greenwich may want to take a look at and try and fix if they want to win this game.
As they have won the last 3 draws. As they are right back onto the attack. Pass to the front of the net. Smith on the doorstep, and she converts.
Maggie Smith, great move inside. You saw that coming from up here, Frank. She stayed patient. She got a screen. She moved right in. Great pass.
So with 6:55 to go, it is a 4-1 Warriors lead. And we will see a new Cardinal in on the draw, as it is going to be Lufkin hoping to solve Sedano.
I think it's time for a change here for Greenwich. They got to try and figure something out, and it looks like it's going to pay off here.
As a clean win for the Cardinals, and after 6 minutes off the game clock, they are back onto the attack. The Warriors started the season 8-2 before going 2-4 down the stretch. As a shot here, kicked aside by Brown, as the winner let that one go from 12 yards out.
Paige Brown again. Another great save here in this first half. Frank, I think she's one of those goalies where if you give her a comfortable lead, she could really take the game over.
It's another one, though, that as she sees the ball, the more saves she makes, the more confident she is going to get, and it's just only going to get better and better as the game goes along.
No, it's crazy to think that she's only a junior, too. She's got next year.
Oh, that's going to be a tough shot to stop no matter who you are. DeWinter around the defender, right in front of the net. She goes between the legs, and it is a 2-goal difference as the Cardinals end the run.
Great move inside there by Genevieve DeWinter, doing what she does best all season long. Able to get a great shot on that. Not an easy save for any goalie to make like that. She gets her first of the afternoon. That's big here for Greenwich. So right now, Wilton has all the momentum.
Lufkin and Sedano again. The Winters first, and it is 4-2 in favor of the Tribe. Cardinals control again. This time it's Fahey towards the front of the net. Paige Finneran on the board. There was a flag up. It won't matter. 2 unanswered, and it is 4-3 with 5:29 to go.
You can see Finneran just had a knack for the net there. She wanted to get there no matter what. Gets fouled on the play, still able to get the goal in just like that. It's a 1-goal game. You hear the Greenwich fan section really getting into it now as the comeback is on. Good to see a good crowd here on hand, too.
As the Warriors able to control a draw again. Wistrike with it. Check from behind as DeWinter was hustling back. Villamure had the ground ball momentarily. And coming away with it on the opposite side is DeWinter. Blows up ahead. She's got teammates on the right side. Looking towards the front of the net. Shakes to her right and walling her off in the lane was Sarah Hink.
Boy, how good is Greenwich looking transition. What a great opportunity here for Blows to tie this game up.
Blows, 12 out in front of the net. Lets one go down low. She scars.
Great job by Greenwich here. After falling to go down 4-1, able to get 3 unanswered here. After it seemed like Wilton had all the momentum on their side, Greenwich quickly grabs it right back.
3 unanswered in just a minute and 22 seconds.
That's what happens when Paige DeWinter can also play defense and get the ground ball and move in transition. Greenwich up and down the field just like that. This is a very fast team.
And it also gives you a sense of why the Warriors are trying to slow it down offensively. You see what Greenwich can do when they get into a groove. So 4:34 to go in the first half, and we are right back to where we started. Sedano controls that draw. Wiggles her way through a couple of defenders, and then a pass sailed over its first target, but found Maggie Smith 10 yards later. Give and go with Wistrich up top. She shoots and scores.
Good little give and go there. Maggie Smith gets on the board again. Nets her second of the game here in the first half. What a great move, and just like that, Wilton gets back in the lead. That was a pretty play.
Took just 19 seconds as both teams now showing off the offensive firepower here down the stretch of the first.
After a great start from both goalies, offense starting to come alive from both sides. You see Genevieve DeWinter back in the faceoff circle for Greenwich.
There's a couple of last-second adjustments. This one pops out the opposite way, and DeWinter escapes with the draw control.
Boy, how good is Genevieve DeWinter on the ground balls?
Trotting up ahead towards the cage, had a little hesitation in her step. Did well enough to put the defender in an uncomfortable spot, and now the first free position of the afternoon for DeWinter. Working towards the front of the net, trying to spin back and find somewhere to work with, but sends a bounce pass to Villamure instead. She tried to slip one through to the front of the cage, but it was intercepted by the senior Wistrike. Peeking over her right shoulder, realizing she's got time and space, hands off to the left with Sudano. Now the Warriors can slow it down with 3:20 remaining in the half.
Great defense by the Wilton Warriors there. Able to deflect a great pass. Villamure inside, able to move up in transition. And they swarmed. Did a nice job, again, a great job swarming against DeWinter, who's coming in that free position. I thought she was going to get a shot in. Wasn't able to. She had to poke it back out to Villamure. Villamure trying to get one inside to Blows, and credit the Wilton defense there. Nice play.
We had seen them complete that pass a couple of times earlier. We're concerned if the Warriors weren't going to be able to cover it, but good adjustments made, and they denied the opportunity. And now we'll look to reap the benefits on the offensive end. Here's Armstrong with it in the end zone behind the cage. Working from bottom to top on your screen. Skip pass comes to Sedano on the right side. She's working against O'Gorman. Goes back to that spin move again. Shot down low. Lovelace got a piece. Did it go in? Yes.
He saw it deflected off her right cleat. Just trickled right behind her. And that's a big goal here for Wilton. 2:12 left in the first half.
22:48 gone. The Warriors back on top by 2. It is Sedano's third. Freshman has got herself a hat trick here in the first half.
For the most part, she's been so dominant right here, as you've seen on your screen, in the face-off X.
Again, a couple extra seconds to get both players set on the draw. Sedano another win. Wilton right back at it again. 2 minutes remaining in the half. There's a heavy hit there as Kahn sent Bonis down to the turf, and now a big opportunity on the free position.
Good sportsmanship by Kahn there to help her up.
Bonis shot high to low. It rang off the right pipe. Rebound controlled by Hokeman. Up ahead for Olivia Kahn. Trying to work through contact, but Sedano cut her off illegally. And now the Cardinals have a chance to answer at the other end.
Boy, what a great opportunity gone by the Wilton Warriors, and that ball rang off the post. A goalie's best friend there, Frank.
As O'Gorman finds a way to collect this ground ball. Up top, Villamure. Now Finneran with it. Trying to dodge to her left, but has to pass instead. It goes from Villamure to O'Gorman. Working to her right, hesitates to the left, and DeWinter spinning back now. Lets a shot go through traffic, and an easy save made by Brown. Trying to shovel one up ahead, and it finds its way to DeSanto. Into the middle, and now Brandt. Brandt crosses the 30, looks around, and with 60 seconds to play, sent a pass that was too tall for the intended target. Quickly up the other way is DeWinter. And now O'Gorman. Down the right hash mark. She's got a shot at the cage, but it was whistled dead before that one was released. A free position coming with 43 seconds left. One thing I noticed, and keep in mind there was not a timeout spent in this first half. DeWinter looking a little fatigued coming up the field on that last charge here.
And even Sydney Brandt, too, of the Wilton Warriors looking a little fatigued as well. I think it's been a long first half for some of these starters here on both sides. You're right. It is a little surprised that no timeouts are called.
As a quick shot by O'Gorman.
There's always under 30 seconds left. Right around this time, don't be surprised if one of these teams calls timeout.
Whatever you do, don't leave someone standing alone in front of the net. O'Gorman on the left side of the cage, trying to dodge towards the front, lets a shot go across her body, but the whistle blew before it was released. It will nullify the goal.
Again, another great opportunity here for Maggie O'Gorman. Already has one goal so far here in this first half.
25 seconds, opportunity off the free position as the shot down low gets caught up in Finneran's shorts, and now able to pick it up with her hand and play on.
Another great save by Paige Brown. 15 seconds to go. Expect Wilton to just try and kill this clock and go into the half with the lead.
Cannot afford a turnover on their own side of the field here with 5 seconds remaining. In trouble in front of her own sideline is Sarah Hink. Comes all the way back to Paige Brown, and that is the way the first half will come to an end. Greenwich jumped out to a 1-0 lead. 4 unanswered goals from the Warriors before Greenwich responded to tie it again. And then the final 2 for Wilton made this a 6-4 Warrior lead.
Wilton, it was a little bit of a tough start. I thought Greenwich, considering Paige Brown with a great start as the netminder for Wilton, what a great job she did. I thought she put on a highlight reel in this first half for the Wilton Warriors.
And now we go down to field level. Allison Gaskins is with the head coach for the Warriors, Meredith Adamicki. Allison, take it away.
Yeah, I'm here with Coach right now. I got to ask, during, I think, one point in the first half, you were about to call a play, but your team had already set it up. What does that say about your team dynamic on attack?
I mean, I think our attack is doing a really good job of reading the defense right now. And so, they're just doing a good job recognizing what they were up against and calling an appropriate play.
And so you guys are now up by 2 at the half. You also mentioned that you weren't going to let any setback faced during the year with your team hold you guys back from fully competing in today's game. What is your message to your team going into the second?
We just have to keep focusing on the little things, win the little games, win the ground balls, win the draw controls. And I think Greenwich's defense is playing great, so we have to make sure that we maintain our composure, and we're really waiting to take great shots, not just good ones.
All right, well, good luck in the second half. Thanks
so
Coach.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, Allison. And there you have it, just the confidence in this offensive group. Again, no timeouts called, but the Warriors just knowing what needed to be done against this Greenwich defense.
Yeah, I'm surprised both coaches didn't call a timeout there in that first half. Very, fast pace at times. And how about Wilton really slowing it down at times on offense, working the ball around. That's why you see them with a 6-4 lead. They were rewarded with some great goals. And again, what a great half. I think if you're Greenwich, coming into the second half, have to do a little bit of better control there in the face-off X.
6-4, the Warriors lead. We step aside, and we'll be back with the second half of action from Brian McMahon on the HAN Network after this.
Have a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help.
Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday, now at 3 locations: 131 Kings Highway North in Westport, the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
At the Milford Bank, we offer an extensive selection of lending products and services to meet virtually any need. Submit your application online in our Mortgage Web Center. Start to finish, you can apply for a loan in as little as 10 minutes. Our knowledgeable and helpful staff are available to meet with you at your convenience. To learn more about what we can do for you, stop by one of our Milford Bank offices or visit us at milfordbank.com. The Milford Bank, always there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Spring has sprung at Walter Stewart's Market, and we're celebrating the new season with fresh takes on spring. From the finest produce around to guaranteed fresh seafood delivered daily by the best local supplier. Not only are we your time-saving one-stop shop for everything you need this season, our personable team is always ready with a helping hand. Shop Stewart's for the best of spring. Find us at 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
At InSports Trumbull, game is always on inside. Sign-ups are now open for one of our most popular programs, the New England 80 Elite Lacrosse Division I and Division III showcases. With D1 and D3 coaches in attendance, players will receive a 60-minute webinar with Director of Hans Hansen, a custom NE80 penny, custom shorts, and a video of all games. Last year's event sold out quickly, so sign up now for the next showcase coming in January 2018. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Drive and Discover event. Now through June 30th.
Did you know heart attacks and strokes are the leading cause of death in America? Protect the health of you and your loved ones. Talk to a doctor about heart disease. Hi, I'm Dr. David Pazer with Pro Health Physicians, encouraging you to stay informed about health matters that affect you.
Pro Health Physicians is on the pulse of social media to share information about health and nutrition with the community. Get up-to-the-minute alerts, including Pro Health Physicians news and upcoming events. Connecticut's leading group of primary care doctors is just a click away.
Don't have to go far for authentic Neapolitan cuisine and renowned wood-fire pizza. Pizzeria Loretano of Bethel is a contemporary Italian bistro, specializing in authentic wood-fired brick oven pizza Napolitana. Pizzeria Loretano was named one of America's top 1,000 Italian restaurants in 2008 by Zagat, and recommended by Jane and Michael Stern on National Public Radio's Splendid Table. Located close to the Bethel Cinema, we focus on quality, and our food is always made to order. Join us for live jazz Sundays from 6 to 8. Find our schedule, menu, and more at pizzerialoretano.com and like us on Facebook.
At Worcester School, we believe summer is a time for kids to be kids. We provide the safe and nurturing environment for them to find activities that match their interests and allow them to create lasting friendships. Summer at Worcester offers 7 weekly sessions at our Danbury campus from Monday, June 26th through Friday, August 11th for pre-K to grade 8. Find out more about our extended hours, new optional lunch program, and a new low price at summer@worcester.org or 203-830-3921. Summer at Worcester, experience the difference.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
I can't believe it.
Well, Dad, you did it. You sold 160 cars. Ready to go back upstairs now?
I think it's time. I wonder how the boys are making out in their new office.
Not what I had in mind, Kyle. What, Dad?
Maybe we should retire. Right now, lease a 2017 Rogue S for only $139 a month. Isn't it time you got Millerized?
The new fishing season is fast approaching, so it's time to head over to the dock shop and get your gear in order. We're now offering bait in both Darien and our Westport location. The dock shop can service and repair your rods and reels, spool up new line, and fill any empty space you might have in your tackle box. Whether you're a fisherman, boater, or beach bum, the dock shop is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook. On the HAN Network, and Allison Gaskins is in between the benches with Coach Caitlin Copeland of the Greenwich Cardinals.
Coach, Paige Brown has been just as dominant as you expected. You told me before the game that you were expecting to really try to finish off your shots. How can you guys open up on attack?
Yeah, I think we just needed to take better shots, finish the opportunities that we have, move her in transition, get to the cage. Right now we're settling a little bit for low angle outside shots, and that's not really our game, and that was kind of a lot of what we talked about at halftime. We're just not really playing our game right now. We just need to get back to enjoying it and having fun and playing unselfish lacrosse.
It's already seemed to be a pretty aggressive game on both sides of the ball. Wilton has done a great job at kind of maintaining the possession. Are you guys going to turn it up turning up aggressively a little bit?
Yeah, I think obviously the draw is key here if they're going to take time off the clock. I think, we just need to make sure that we're capitalizing on our possessions and making sure that, it's not we get a turnover or the draw and it's a 10-second attacking possession, then it's down back the other end. So we just really need to take care of the ball, have deliberate possessions, and just play our game.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Coach. The Cardinals trailing 6-4 after the first half. And let's just start with Paige Brown. I thought she was the best player on the field in that first half.
Without a doubt, Frank. She was so dominant, putting on a highlight reel there in the first half. Question is, can she put on that same performance? Can she get more confidence? She gain more confidence here as she goes into the second half? Because, boy, this is a Greenwich team that, yes, they're down by 2 going into the second half. This is a team that is not going to go down with a fight. We've seen them go neck and neck with so many teams here in the CIAC during the regular season, the playoffs. Expect Greenwich here to come out with a little more intensity, especially on the offensive end.
Coach Copeland talking about better shots, and I thought that really could have been the difference in that half. While Wilton was sustaining possessions, we're talking 3-4 minute long possessions, playing for one shot that ultimately was the best available shot. Greenwich at times were taking shots from some low scoring areas.
They were, and I think especially in lacrosse, you want to aim low. Yes, there are times where you can aim high and it's going to benefit you, but if you aim low, there's a great, even better chance that ball's going in, Frank.
The Warriors are 25 minutes away from a berth in the state championship. And they're off to a good start in the second half, controlling another draw.
Boy, what a spring would it be if they can punch themselves into the finals there, Frank, having a baseball team go to a final. It's been a good year for Wilton sports-wise. They have a lot to be proud of.
As early on, Sedano with a shot on the short side, and she's got her 4th of the afternoon.
That's her move, and Greenwich is having a difficult time shutting that down. Sedano uses that little shimmy shake, goes to the right side, gets a goal on the near side. Great finish.
So it is back to a 3-goal lead that ties for the largest of the game. As it is 7-4, just 40 seconds into the second half. Sedano is not in on the draw this time as Lufkin sends one over to DeWinter, quickly up to blows, and now the Cardinals go to work offensively. Behind the cage and controlling this one is Leah Caputo, the freshman, as she's out with the offense for the first time. Finneran trying to circle all the way towards the front. And a free position awarded as DeWinter had a player in the shooting lane.
A great opportunity here for Greenwich. Get a goal here and cut into this deficit.
Quick rip off the free position, and she scores.
What a rip by Genevieve DeWinter. That's why she's one of the best players here on this roster for the Greenwich Cardinals, and easily could be one of the best players on the field in this game. What a quick wrister there. Gets it through Paige Brown. Great shot.
You say she is one of the best in the conference, and there is no denying that accolade of DeWinter. She has been one of the most offensively talented players all year long, but that free position, eerily similar to ones we've seen from Caroline Colonel this year, where there is no movement, just let it rip right off the whistle, and DeWinter just a little extra mustard on that dog.
You want to know something that's they're both juniors there, Frank. That's something to keep in mind. And we're going to see another year of that. And I think these two are only getting better, which is the scary part, too. They had phenomenal seasons for both teams. I think their senior year is going to be even better.
Sedano controlling here. Top of your screen. Slowing it down again are the Warriors. Their lead down to 2. 23 minutes remaining. Game number 1 of 2 semifinals tonight from Brian McMahon's Jack Casagrande Field. We'll have number 4 Darien and number 8 New Canaan coming up next. Final installment of the battle for exit 37 in the 2016-2017 season.
Right.
As trying to get loose for the shot this time, but unable to do so was Carly Sullivan, the sophomore. Finds its way over behind the cage. Give and go. Wistrick with Armstrong, and they score again.
A great finish by Armstrong. Good awareness by her. Good feet movement as well to not be able to step into that crease, because once she does, referee's going to blow the whistle. You saw the referee was watching that, making sure she wasn't going to step inside the crease. She didn't. Good awareness. Just like that, the lead's back up to 8.
Second time we've seen Weistrek on the giving end of the give and go. As the vision from the senior, very impressive. She's got 3 assists now tonight. As both teams trading blows here to start the second half. Up ahead now, and Sedano in transition. Hesitates, and is walled off there as Villamuir picks her up. So Winter came for the double team, but couldn't jump into the passing lane in time. And now avoiding traffic is Sullivan before handing off to Brandt. And back up for Wistrek. And now the Warriors ready to get to work again. 3 minutes gone by. It is a 3-goal lead. You're watching the CIAC Class L Girls Lacrosse Semifinals on the HAN Network. Your home for FCIAC sports, and 4 FCIAC teams are remaining in this tournament. It is an overcast night here in Norwalk, but a huge play here as the Warriors are making it rain to start.
How about the pass and the finish? Beautiful sequence there by the Wilton Warriors. A great pass from Elizabeth Armstrong. She feeds her teammate Maggie Smith. All in one motion, it seemed like. That was a nice play.
So now a 4-goal advantage for the Warriors. Largest of the night. And Coach Copeland going to change it up in the circle again as DeWinter comes back in. And along with her comes Sedano.
In the distance, looks like New Canaan's making their entrance here, Frank. And look, appears to be head coach Kristen Woods there.
Rocking the neon.
It's a different look.
As DeWinter wins this draw, it's controlled by O'Gorman. Quickly up ahead. Back to DeWinter, who's trying to get a shot off here, but is walled off. Blows on the far side. Back to DeWinter and over to O'Gorman. Climb the ladder to control that one. Wants to go to Finneran in the corner, and that's where it's played from. Finneran all alone being guarded by Brandt. Shakes free to the front of the net. Shot on Cage, and the save made by Brown. Quickly back the other way, but a whistle as DeWinter call for the foul. Paige Brown, another big save.
What a phenomenal save. On the doorstep was Finneran. Tries to tuck it by Brown. Brown makes a gorgeous save. Coming up big again. Clutch save for the Warriors.
Wistrike worked her way through a couple of checks, but the pass could not find the intended target. Waiting to collect the ground ball was Juranecki. She's in trouble now on the far sideline and had it taken right back. Maggie Smith takes it away. Working through to the front of the cage. It's back to the right. And we'll circle all the way behind the net in the end zone.
And now Wilton, expect to see them really slow the pace down here. Working around the perimeter. And again, I think another topic to discuss here in the second half is still no timeouts have been called here in this game. You know, if I'm Coach Copeland of the Greenwich Cardinals, you know, do you pull that trigger first? Do you you go in there and talk things over and try and get momentum back on your side.
As a shot from the short side, and Wistrike with her first of the afternoon.
What a great finish by Wistrike. How about the Wilton Warriors here? Starting this second half. It looks like we're going to get that timeout, Frank.
5:29 gone by. It is a 5-goal Warrior advantage. They lead 10-5 over the Cardinals on the HAN network.
When it comes to considering the outside of your home, just imagine the possibilities. Whether your dream is a stunning free-form pool or a tranquil, secluded garden, the team of professionals at Stonebridge Associates will make it a reality. We offer unparalleled landscape design and construction, masonry development, pools, spas, and water features, as well as landscape and garden maintenance. No other firm can offer the same level of creativity, quality, and personal attention. Discover the possibilities at stonebridgeassociates.net or call 203-544-8376 today.
Pizza to satisfy even the most demanding critics. Wilton Pizza.
Family and Children's Aid has been serving the community since 1809 and is now the largest outpatient children's mental health care provider in Western Connecticut. Our innovative services include providing shelter to homeless moms and children, substance abuse intervention, mental health counseling, and foster and adoptive services, among others. Our goal is to provide individuals and families a safe haven and hope for a brighter future. Find out more about us at fcaweb.org and call our Danbury campus at 203-748-5689.
We are back at Jack Casagrande Field from Brian McMahon High School. It is a 10-5 Wilton Warriors lead. Allison Gaskins is in between the benches. Let's hear what she found out during that timeout.
Coach Copeland called a much-needed timeout to gather her team, calm them down, and remind them that on defense, they need to read the plays. It's nothing that they haven't seen before. It's nothing that they haven't prepared for, and they need to really build up their confidence going into the next, what she calls 5 minutes of comeback. And then on the Wilton side, guys, this bench, they came in, the whole team, as soon as they entered the field today, we felt their energy. We heard them across the field, up in the press box. They have carried this energy throughout the entire game so far and will continue to do so.
Thank you, Allison, as we get set for another draw. So Winter and Sedano again as a ball that comes away to the stick of O'Gorman. Trying to dance through traffic towards the front of the net.
Boy, Greenwich needed that face-off, Frank. That's big for them. Big opportunity for here. They need to score on this possession.
And it's not just to start to trim away at this deficit now and really cut into the lead to get back to it, but you've just got to suck some of the life out of that Wilton sideline at this point.
You got to keep them off the offensive end, plain and simple. I mean, once you give them the opportunity to be on the offensive end, one, they're clicking right now, so they had momentum on their side, but two, they kill a lot of clock when they work that ball around. So if I'm Greenwich, really work the offense here.
As to Winter goes back to Villamure. She has been quiet here through the first part of this second half. Here's O'Gorman with it. Shaking through to the front of the net, and the shot just skipped wide as Fahey collects the rebound behind the cage.
Good awareness by Fahey there.
To Winter. Double team came immediately. They refuse to get beat by the junior right now, to the Warriors.
You see Villamure played it right back to DeWinter. Trying to isolate.
This time she had a lane momentarily, but Wistrike quickly waiting there. The pass found blows in front of the cage, but the whistle was blown before then. It'll be a free position opportunity for Villamure. That's a little frustrating for the Cardinals, though. Erica Blows was wide open again in front.
Wide open. You know, that's a birthday present right there for Greenwich. All she had to do was tuck it away, but still a great opportunity here for the Cardinals.
Villamure with a free position shot, and it's off the crossbar and right back out where Wistrike can collect the rebound and go off in the foot race. Now the Warriors again, an opportunity to expand on their lead.
Boy, things are just not falling for the Greenwich Cardinals right now. As that ball rang off the top bar. Wilton can spend as much time as they want here on the offensive end.
8 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Smith with it. Got around her defender towards the front of the net, but help came immediately, and she couldn't get a shot off. Goes behind the cage for Armstrong. Surveying her options, and there's nowhere to go. Huge possession defensively for the Cardinals. Great check that time by Kahn. What a fortuitous bounce for the Warriors, and they stay with it. Brandt. Now Sedano. Working from bottom to top. Spin move again. This time O'Gorman hangs with her. Pass out to Wistrike. Faked the shot the first time, trying to get loose the second, and it goes over the top of the cage. Warriors backing it up. They'll hold on as Armstrong was on the end line. Sedano got past O'Gorman momentarily. The check came in, and a foul called here. That's a big free position now for the freshman. Everyone positioned where they need to be, and we are good to go as Sedano will just walk this one out to safety and allow the play on. Pass out towards Brandt, and that one just missed. Not by much, Kevin.
I tell you, I'm just so impressed by the maturity of Sedano. As a freshman, you know, some freshmen may tense up in those moments, but she has maturity to bring that ball back out. Now Wilton again. Really slowing the pace down, and they can kill as much clock as they like here.
Here's Maggie Smith with it. Armstrong has a shot on the wraparound attempt. Goes wide again, but tick, tick, tick as the clock continuing to run.
Listen, there's no need to push the panic button right now if I'm Greenwich. Still only down 5. But if you let Wilton stretch out another 4 minutes, that's when you may need to start double teaming here.
As Wistrich couldn't get a clean shot off. Great defense that time from a trailing O'Gorman. Lovelace flushed out of the crease, and she shovels one along for Maggie O'Gorman. Kahn up ahead, and with it now is Hokeman. She crosses the 30 over towards safety. Gives to Finneran. And a great check that time, but it was done illegally, so it stays with Greenwich. A huge clear there from the Cardinals.
That's big. And how about the pass from Lovelace? Very composed back there.
As Finneran plays to Fahey. Back for DeWinter. The junior scored off that free position a minute and 13 into the second half. She has been held in check since then. As has the entire Cardinal offense as Villamure put it on the floor. Ground ball opportunity, and it is going the Warriors' way after the whistle.
Great defense again by Wilton. A little sloppy on the offensive end if I'm Greenwich.
Sedano up ahead in transition. Spins to her right. Pass to the front of the cage. Smith the shot, and Lovelace denied her on the doorstep.
What a look for the Wilton Warriors, and even better save by Lovelace.
Behind the play, a couple of players got tangled up as Kahn had to help Bonis back to her feet. Everyone appears to be okay, as at the other end, the Cardinals will try to get it going offensively. Remember that save, Kevin, with 12:45 remaining. As it could be a big one. O'Gorman takes a stick to the face. She appears to be shaken up a bit. And no surprise here, Kev. We are going to see a card. It will go against Emery Goodwin.
You see Gorman is still holding her face there. It looks like she's going to be all right. She's going to tough this one out.
It'll be a free position opportunity and then a man advantage opportunity for the Cardinals. So Gorman a little upset. She's going to be set off center on this play. Not looking as committed to shooting here as she scans her options around the turf. And that is the case. She comes back for DeWinter. Pass to the middle here. Blows, trying to get loose. The shot never came, and she wisely circles back to safety. Now Villamure to the left side, and Paige Brown denying Lufkin. Was she pushed into the crease, or did she fall there?
It looks like that's what it's going to be called. It's going to be free position here for Greenwich Cardinals.
Another big save by Brown, but a push defensively gives the possession right back to the Cardinals, and Lufkin a huge opportunity now. Heading towards the cage, the shot from low to high, and it's kicked aside. The junior continuing to stand on her head here.
What a great save again. My goodness. Paige Brown having a standout game. She's having a great season, but this game alone really putting on a show here. Putting the team on her back.
Up ahead with it is Armstrong. The Cardinals still a man up. Fans urging for the double team to come as Armstrong walks the end line. Back up top, here's Sedano. Armstrong and behind for Smith. Lovelace had left the net.
Yeah, they're going to say Maggie Smith went inside the crease.
That was an aggressive take when given the opportunity, trying to get to the front of the cage. Good job by Kahn to wall her off and force the turnover. As Hokeman can't control that pass cleanly, able to recover. Circling back, reverses field. And it goes up ahead, rolling towards the Cardinal sideline. Able to get there just in time was Blows. It pops up in the air. Still loose here, 50-50 ball. And coming away with this one is Greenwich via Jaranek. O'Gorman with it. Lets a shot go, and another save made. Paige Brown feeling it with 10:15 to go.
Frank, if you want a goalie, there's a time in a game you want a goalie to be on. It's right now, and that's what Paige Brown is on. She is playing lights out. What, again, another great save.
We are back to even strength. Cardinals unable to convert despite 2 free positions and the man advantage. Quickly up ahead. And Wistrike will circle back now. Pass off to the left side with Julia Bonist. And works all the way across the field and will slow things down. Warrior coaching staff barking out play calls from the sidelines. Sedano at the 25. Crosses the right hash marks, now skips over the numbers at the 20. Goes behind the cage to Armstrong. Has a lane to the front of the net. Tried to switch to the left hand, but has to come back to her right. Advantage awarded, and they play on now with Maggie Smith controlling. Shook free of O'Gorman, but she did well to recover. Bonist, far side, and they continue to just pass it around, as not taking that opportunity was Carly Sullivan.
Very unselfish are the Wilton Warriors. Really crisp passes here. Think about all the time they're killing, too.
As a shot here goes wide, though, as Bonist not shy about that look with 8:40 to go. It is a 5-goal Warrior advantage. Armstrong stopped on a dime behind the cage, wanted Wistrike out in front of the net. She was all alone, couldn't get it the first time, but somehow comes away with the ground ball.
How about the hustle and the great effort by Wistrike? Keeps possession alive here for the Wilton Warriors.
Armstrong tiptoeing the end line. On the wing, it's Brandt. Got around to win her momentarily, but help defense came from O'Gorman. She's a little hobbled there. She has to check on her ankle. A flag came up. Smith was trying to get around the net. A free position awarded as they got Olivia Hockman on that one. Smith goes behind. Now it's Armstrong. Sullivan's available on the left wing. Comes up to Brandt. Thought about reversing back the opposite way, but instead goes to work on Lufkin. Now Sedano with it. Spins back. Smith. Front of the net. Shot won't get off. Another flag coming and a free position to follow as well.
Physical play is starting to pick up a little bit here on both sides. Frank, keep in mind the clock's still running.
Kevin Allison has just informed us 12 saves in the game for Paige Brown.
Phenomenal night for her.
At the other end, Margaret Smith. No interest in going to the front of the net, but Armstrong will. It's a 6-goal advantage.
What a move there by Elizabeth Armstrong. She gets her hat trick of the game.
It comes with 6:31 remaining and a timeout taken by the Cardinals. 11-5, Wilton on the verge of the state championship. We'll find out if they get there right after this on the HAN Network.
Birds Unlimited. At Wild Birds Unlimited of Brookfield, get expert advice from our certified bird feeding specialists. We offer always fresh, clean seed that will be sure to attract birds to your home feeder. Experience our excellent customer service. Open 7 days a week. Visit us at 317 Federal Road, Brookfield.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN Network.
11-5, the Warriors lead on the HAN Network. Let's hear what the message from Coach Copeland was with 6:31 remaining in the half. We go down to Allison Gaskins.
Coach Copeland started off by reminding her Cardinals how important it was to win the draws and to finish their shots. But then she got a little deeper and said, don't leave this field like you could have done more, because these last 6.5 minutes, which is a ton of time in lacrosse, is what you're going to remember throughout the summer and into the beginning of next season. So she said, leave with no regrets, and that this game is not over.
Thank you,
guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Allison. And Kevin, we know from past experiences, just in the past few years, how quickly teams are capable of scoring. So by no means is this game over, but that has been a big message from a lot of these FCIAC coaches, both boys and girls, baseball, lacrosse, softball, throughout this season, is do not leave this field with any regrets. Don't let there be any doubt in your mind that you could have done something different. Greenwich has got 6 minutes to find out who they are. Wilton in a great spot again after controlling another draw.
Again, unlucky break here for Greenwich. And it seems like, especially in this second half, things just didn't fall in their place. They hit the post a couple times. They ran into a hot goalie in Paige Brown. I think she's been playing stellar right now in this game. And when you get a goalie that stands on top of her head like this and puts the team on her back, it's tough to beat a team like that. But you're right, 5:35 to go. I still think Greenwich has a great opportunity to get a couple quick goals in and really try and get momentum back on their side.
Working up ahead and finding a bit of trouble as she tries to escape. That time was Jessica Ware. Still battling for a ground ball, and an advantage awarded to the Cardinals with 5:10 remaining. They go up ahead for Finneran. Finneran trying to shake free, but there's a wall of blue that she can't break through.
They got to get to goal here.
And that is not the way to do it, as Villamure's pass sails right of Lufkin, and it's going back to Wilton. Paige Brown plays it along to the right side. Couple more passes there, and bringing this one up is Zoe Lash. Her pass to the middle, and here is Sedano. The freshman has 4 goals tonight, but I think what's been most impressive has been her performance on the draws.
And that's why Wilton, you see them with this 11-5 lead.
Could be 12 here as Wistrike alone in front, a couple of dekes, and she converts. It's a 7-goal Warrior lead.
The Warriors can now start to smell that final. They can't look too far ahead, though. They have to take care of business here. This is a Greenwich team that, even though they're down 7, are capable of putting in some quick goals here.
The winner will play in Saturday's championship. They will take on another FCX school, as coming up next it'll be New Canaan and the Darien Blue Wave, as the FCX champions have just made their entrance into the stadium.
We talk about 2 rivals getting together, and one of the biggest games of the year for these 2 teams, and it's only fitting they're going to see each other here in the semifinals.
Only seems fitting that's the way our spring season is going to end.
That's right. Very fitting for you, my friend.
I'm a big Darien fan, yes. Almost forgot about that.
Yeah. Thought you were a big Wrecker fan.
And a Blom coming here to Winter, as the Cardinals not done yet.
Genevieve DeWinter getting her hat trick. A great performance by her today.
Remember, Kevin, at one point late in the first half, the Cardinals scored 3 goals in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
That's when I thought Greenwich played their best. I'm surprised that they haven't gone back to that. I think this Wilton defense has really stepped it up. Paige Brown, of course, having a great second half and a great game. But like I said, I think Greenwich is capable of putting some goals in quickly.
They need 6 in 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Going to be very tough to do if they can't control a couple of these draws, as this one is going to the ladies in blue. The freshman Sedano has got another draw control.
Sedano, what a performance the freshman's put on. And another reason why Wilton is winning right now is the ground balls. Been more aggressive, getting those 50-50 chances.
Loveless has left the crease. Cardinals are going to double team whoever has possession. Warriors 3 minutes away from the state championship.
Keep doing it, Al. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, Al.
Hard check here, a foul and card issued. O'Gorman will go sit. Free position for Bonist. And they are on the cusp, Kevin.
Loveless back between the pipes here.
Won't matter as the shot is converted. It's back to 7 with 2:52 to go, and the man advantage will continue on.
Good finish there by Bonist. Again, a lot of these Wilton shooters keeping it low. They haven't really shot high today.
Wilton was last in the state championship in 2015. They lost 14-10 to the Darien Blue Wave that season. In 2014, they defeated New Canaan in Class M. In 2013 and 12, they fell to the Rams in Class M. A program so familiar with success, not making it to the championship last year, appear to be on their way to heading back home to that final Saturday in June as the fire on Cage here from Finneran. Again, the Cardinals refusing to go quietly into the night.
Finneran has quietly had a really nice game. Even though she only has 2 on the game, she's been doing a nice job offensively today. In transition, great shot there by Finneran.
2:18 remaining, and it's a 6-goal game again. .218 to go. Another draw here, and Sedano, probably her cleanest win of the night. As it's taken away, Olivia Kahn up ahead with it. Shot on goal, they score. It's Finneran again. And now the lead is 5 with 1:51 to go.
Finneran gets a hat trick today. And she's had herself a good game for the Greenwich Cardinals. And Cardinals not going down without a fight, like you said, Frank.
Couple of quick forced turnovers defensively. Good shots at the opposite end. Lufkin steps in. And Sedano will step aside as well. And it's going to be Brandt who will take the draw for the Warriors.
This is a big win. Greenwich has to win this face-off right here.
Wistrike controls the draw. Pass sent towards Sedano, went overhead momentarily as a big collision here. Brandt is on possession. Hokeman went down hard on that one. Appears to be okay. We're going to reset. 1:32 to go. The Cardinals are on possession. Villamuir has it here.
Right now, Wilton has the ball. And now Villamuir gets it back. See both referees get together.
It's up ahead. It's taken away. Sedano with it. Couple of checks here, and now possession awarded. Comes across. The Warriors need to kill off a minute and 10 seconds. Foul here behind the play. A card being issued. As that will send Khan to the box.
That may just be some frustrations coming out for Olivia Khan.
Lovelace gets back into the net. One minute to go in regulation. The Warriors, the number 11 seed in the tournament, are about to head back to a state championship after being eliminated in the quarterfinals of the FCIACs. The number 2 seed Greenwich will be heading home for the rest of the season as Bonis, just killing time, goes to the far side, and it's Armstrong with it. Circles back around a couple of times, and we've got 20 seconds to go. Warriors on their feet. The Wave and the Rams up against the fence, waiting for their chance as they will be part 2 of our semifinal coverage tonight. 6 seconds remaining. Sedano, with strike on the doorstep, and scores.
Sedano feeding the senior, who gets her last go around here as a senior for the Wilton Warriors.
An exclamation point on the night for the senior, who has 3 goals and 3 assists. It comes at the 24:57 mark, and it will be a 14-8 victory for the Warriors. They've scored at least 14 in all 3 of their state playoff wins. They are yet to surrender double-digit goals in a game in the States. As the final face-off, just a formality. It's poked out, deflected around, and the buzzer sounds as the Warriors have knocked off number 2. They will play for a state title Saturday afternoon.
What a performance by the Wilton Warriors tonight. The number 11 seed who got knocked out in the first round of the FCIAC tournament is making noise here in the Class L tournament here for girls lacrosse. What a performance they put on against a very talented Greenwich team. What a game.
We are going to step aside quickly. Make sure you stay tuned. Allison Gaskins will be joined with our players of the game when we get back on the HAN Network.
Part of banking well is doing good. That's why, with the support of local community partners, Bankwell has launched the Bankwell Pet Adoption Project to boost awareness about the hundreds of animals in local shelters that need a home. And when you donate to the cause using the Bankwell self-service coin machines, we'll match your donation. For details, visit mybankwell.com/pleaseadoptme. Bank smart, bank local, bank well.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Have a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help.
Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday, now at 3 locations: 131 Kings Highway North in Westport, the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
We are back on the HAN Network. Let's go down field level. Allison Gaskins is joined with our HAN players of the game.
All right, thanks, guys. I am here with the goalie of the day, Paige Brown, and our midi, our senior, Rebecca Wistrike. Yeah. Okay. So first, Paige, 12 saves back there. It seemed like you guys were super organized on defense. What was the communication like on the field?
The communication was great. I mean, I can only, of course, play as good as the defense in front of me is, so I really have to give it to them. I think we did an incredible job on defense and all up and down the field, so it's just a great team effort.
And Rebecca, there was a ton of energy that you guys brought to the field as soon as you entered the bus. I told them earlier, we heard you guys all the way up in the press box during your warm-up. You guys carried that energy throughout the entire game. How important do you think that was in setting the tone?
I think that was really important. I mean, Greenwich is an amazing opponent, so we had to keep the energy and the intensity the whole time to pull out that win. And I think we really played as a team and helped each other up, and that's what really got us through.
And Paige, you guys had already beat Greenwich earlier in the season in overtime. What kind of confidence did that add coming into this game?
Well, we knew Greenwich was going to be an amazing opponent. We only beat them by 1, so we knew it was going to be a really tough game, and they really did bring it. But I think just the better team ended up on top.
You guys both played a great game, but there was so much aggression on the ground balls, on forcing turnovers. Where did all that come from?
Well, I mean, our coach has been saying to us for a week, play like it's your last 5 minutes because, nothing's guaranteed now that it's the state tournament. So I think we just kind of went with our full heart and just went after it, and we ended up coming up on top, so we're really happy.
Last question. You guys, we have Darien and New Canaan behind us warming up on the field. Is that adding to the anticipation of the Class L state championship game that lies ahead?
We're both so excited. We're both so excited no matter who we play. I think we're going to bring it, and whoever we play is going to be an amazing team, and it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, we're just really excited. Whoever comes out on top, we're just going to focus on ourselves and really focus on playing Wilton Lacrosse, and hopefully that'll take us through.
All right, thanks, guys. And congrats on your win, and good luck in the future. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you, girls. And it's a very exciting group, a very well-deserving group, Kevin. They played a near perfect game start to finish today against Greenwich.
I think if they play like this in the state final game against the winner of this game, safe to say Wilton has a great chance of taking home that Class L title, Frank.
Your fun fact of the spring season, Kevin, the Wilton girls lacrosse team undefeated with the HAN Network in attendance. For Allison Gaskins, Kevin Coleman, I'm Frank Renito. We thank you for tuning into semifinal number 1. We're going to step aside. We're back in 20 minutes. Semifinal number 2. Number 8, New Canaan. Number 4, Darien. Only on the HAN Network.